and you can cam
Okay,
down.
what the?
You see like the little microphone thing? You can cam down that way.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. Thank you.
No problem. All right. So you said that you was in his agency, and you said that he. How much did he have you? Before we get into the details here, I'm gonna let me plug this up. How much did he say that you needed to cash app him to get into the for him to keep?
No, so no, he told me that I need to only send my money to him and do business with him because other people can't be trusted, basically. So I sent him like 6K or something like that, and he never came back and threw me nothing big. And then he got mad because I was sitting with Pastor and them. He got mad because I was gifting you and gifting other people. He kept trying to call me on WhatsApp to try to video sex with me, but I wasn't with it. No calls on WhatsApp were from me to him. Oh yeah, and I gotta send the part where he got mad and when I asked him about you, he was like, "Oh, GodZeus a liar, this and that."
So these are between you and him. I can read this.
Yeah.
I can read this.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
and I put one of the messages. I put his number in it so you could see it, but I didn't. I left some without his number out so you could show the proof.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to have the number. Okay. Wait. So I see all these. Hold up. I see all these FaceTimes and screenshots from this 323 number.
That's him.
And why is Empress contacting you?
No, that's another Empress. That's another Empress.
Oh
She's
yeah, it
a
is
coin
another Empress.
seller.
Okay, that's another Empress. Okay, so he's called you at 3:01 a.m., 2:46 a.m., July 8th at 12:08
Mhm.
a.m. He called you at July 6th at 12:33 a.m. And these were the times. Am I going to see any messages about him and you wanting to about him the FaceTiming and stuff?
No, 'cause he'd always call me on the phone and then be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna FaceTime you to see what your background looking like, 'cause Bigo is strict, this and that, to make sure you dress right, this and that." But soon as we get on the call, he in the dark talking about some what you got on, and I'm like, nah, like I hang up on him, like this ain't what we was talking about. We was gonna call to
And
talk about,
this is Brandon Keys, your agency owner.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Well, you know what? I mean, how we know that's him? I mean, let's call the number. Let's call the number and see. Just a second.
Okay,
Why not? Stay right there. Stay right there. You
I
know,
am.
and I'm gonna show these messages in just a second, but I'm gonna call the number myself. Why not? And y'all late Brendan been doing this. Well, this is someone new that we didn't know, so we're just gonna listen to see. But the guy who was in Keys, whatever his name is, you said that she was lying about everything, sir. The disciple, I'm gonna change contact my phone and show Zeus. Hit me up. Well, no, disciple. I'm gonna show these messages between her and him right now. Would you like to come up, disciple? Because you said she was lying, and you also said that you were gonna give dragons if she sent receipts. And my love, she sent pages of receipts that we're about to read through. So, disciple, would you like to come up before I go over the messages? You're free to come into the queue. Disciple from the keys. Oh, uh, okay. Let's call the number first. Let me show you the part of his number, his rest, so he can show you. Okay, just before I get to that, let me just call the number myself to see, and let's see what happens.
Okay. And also, I'd like to state he made sure when he was trying to check me about hanging with other people, he used a separate number. But I have both numbers, so
Can you
and I have
send?
messages from both numbers.
Oh, so which number? This 3231 is this the one that he was calling, the direct phone that he was calling you from?
No, I don't think so. I think he used his main number when he was calling me on WhatsApp and texting me normal. But when he was checking me about sitting with Pastor and them, he used a different number. That number right there. And he had the nerve to call me a stalker. Like, what? Nigga, I don't come to your live. As soon
Oh,
as I try to get out his agency, I never went back to his live.
just a second.
Okay.
A call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Hmm. Well, let's look at some of these messages you sent right here. Thank you, Meek. Let's look at some of these messages. Let's just get into it. We need 3K. Okay. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna flip the camera. Now I'm gonna read the first one and I'm gonna flip the camera. It says, when you know that a man who wishes rape on women and children and you tell me you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, I don't have nothing else to say. When a man says that's any one woman who hangs around a man for 2 days and doesn't give up the cat, they deserve to be a victim of rape or some type of sexual assault, and your response is, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't know what else to say. And this was at 2:36 a.m. This is your agency owner texting you this?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you act like I ain't hang around Pastor. He got what? 50 beans from me, and that's because he was on the panel with me and Shad and some families I'm cool with. Yeah, right. That means you support the fuckery. You watch everything. You're not slow by no means. You even told me that. You know the haters, who the haters are. You said I'm a Bigo version because you've only been on Bigo for 2 months. I'm a Bigo
Yes.
version. Nobody knows me on there, and I don't care about none you worried about. I'm more real life than app. That's your problem now. Okay, and then all the calls. You got called at 3:01 a.m., 2:46 a.m., 12:08 a.m., 12:33 a.m. Another day you got called 11:14 p.m. Another day you got called. Same day you got called 11:14 p.m. again. Okay, and then here um, no, you don't understand at 3 o'clock in the morning. You said, I don't know what's going on, but out of respect, I won't gift them no more. And he said, you good. And you said, hello, how are you today? Now, you and him weren't having any type of
Like
relationship.
what? No, no. I made that clear to him. Like I'm not into that online dating. I don't do that video shit, and I don't send nudes. So he tried to call me a stalker, but by the end of it, you couldn't get no news from me. Sorry.
He wanted
Potato,
nudes.
stop.
You mean to tell me your agency owner, Brandon Keys, wanted nudes from you?
Yes. So on Instagram, he was like, yeah, follow me on Instagram. I did. He was like, send me some pictures. So I sent him face pictures, and he was like, send me some more. I sent him some more face pictures. Like I'm not. I'm just
Do
not
you
that
have
type.
any of those still? Do you have any of those still?
I should. Let me go check and see if he unsent.
Well, go ahead. All right, let me finish reading. So she said, hey, what's up at 2:27 in the morning? He said, you gifting the weirdos that don't want to put it. Oh, this is him. Oh, honey, this is him boots. This is him boots, child. This is him boots, bitch. This is him boots. You gifting the weirdos that don't put a bag in your pocket and won't increase your bag more than you gift me, but expect me to run it up on you. The fuck I look like? Oh, this is him. You trying to be in the mess more than get to the bag. Lies. And who is Shaji? I just met him today. I didn't know y'all had beef till I had been in his room an hour. I gifted you and we still gift you more than anyone else, so that's a lie. Brandon, your host has 2.43K receipts. So I don't know why he gifted her. No, it's cool. You sit back and watch everything. I told you, Day, that's not what I wanted. I just spoke to them today, even though you barely come to my live. I don't bash you or your enemies or none of that. You guys, she's a new fucking Bigo host. She's been here for 2 months, okay? Hold up. Just a second, love. Unlike some of your hosts,
Yeah.
don't do me like that. I told you since day one to stay out the mess. I barely come to your live. I'm in your number 1 and 2. You give motherfuckers that wish rape on kids and women. I can't take you serious. I think you low key here for the mess or want to be in the mess. If that's your angle, you can let me know now. Won't get paid off it though, no shade. You said, and I am still out the mess. It's not, I'm telling you like I told them. You said, let me show you the part with his number, the rest so you can show it. Yep, that's the number. I can't show it right now. Yeah, that's the number. That's the 323, y'all. Just so y'all understand, I'm not gonna be able to show fully, but just so y'all get it, hold up. Just so y'all understand, bloop. Okay, he's not even on her board. So wait, he's talking about gifting you, and he gifts you all this. You only have 2 point something received. So what is he talking about when he's saying gifting you?
Exactly. So he told me that he first of all he missed my host audition. He went to the wrong room, talking about some. Oh, I'm in somebody else's room because he was messaging me talking about some. Oh, you twerking already? I'm like, I'm not even twerking. I'm sitting here talking. So that already was a red flag. And on top of that, every time I went live, he always missed my lives, never come support,
Okay,
and
hold up,
then
hold up,
always
hold
want
up,
to
hold
call
up.
me on the back end.
Just a second. Admin, anybody in here who tries to make this a Keith situation and talk about y'all with Keith and y'all with Keith, kick them the fuck out. We're not talking about the church. We're not talking about Keith. Y'all get y'all bitter asses out of here, bitch. We don't give a fuck. Keith sits over there with his motherfucking black and gold aluminum foil teeth and smokes black and mouths and talks shit. Get the fuck out of my life. I don't give a fuck. Take y'all bitter asses somewhere else. Okay? Thank you. So if I even hear a mention about it, kick them the fuck out. Thanks. Let me finish. Okay. She's been a host for Well, hold up, because she has been a host for 2 months. I'm not gonna come at her numbers because she's been a host for 2 months. Because Beagle's not easy when you're new, so we're not gonna do that.
Okay, so
Thank you.
let me tell y'all this. When I first came on here, I joined his agency and stuff, but I hadn't really been hosting. So my first month, I was just gifting him, and then when I actually became a host, he wasn't supporting me back.
Now hold up.
Yes,
Now this is his
I am
Instagram.
from across the street.
Let me make sure because I like to fact check. So what I'm about to show y'all is I'm about to show y'all where she was saying that he was saying send her photos. And I'm about to fact check and make sure because you know he's watching because they already tried to line me, punk ass bitches, a 3 versus 3 PK. You're below my pay racket. You don't get to line me, La Crackhead and Brandon. You should be happy that we're even mentioning this, bitch. But what I'm about to show is I'm about to show you with the messages on Instagram before he tries to change it. But I need to make sure that this is the correct Instagram, so let me see. BRANDON underscore KEYZZ. Oh, bitch, it's him. Oh, bitch, it's him. Oh, bitch, it's him. Hold up, girl. See, you know what, Aqua? When you go live, you follow me and you write me. I'm going to send you a gift because I like a bitch who
I
comes with
follow
receipts.
you.
I like a bitch who comes with receipts. So here she is. Here's her sending her their messages. And here he goes. Send me some more. Now, y'all might say, that's not him. That's not him. Okay, we see right here. It says Brandon Keys. And then when you type it in, bloop, 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 bloop. Your agency owners asking for photos. Bloop, 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 bloop. That is him asking for photos. Okay, now let me see. Oh, okay. Now I will ask you this, my love, because I got to be honest with you. Now I got to ask you this. Hold up. Before I show this Aqua, Aqua. Now, if you
Yeah.
watch me on Facebook, Aqua, you know that I give everybody the same treatment. Aqua, there's a photo in here I'm about to show where you are looking sexy with your little titties perked up and everything. Aqua looking cute for him. And you said, I'm finna show my talent. You still here. And he said, let me see, show me after. So Aqua, I gotta be, because my people are unbiased over
So
here. They gonna see this photo, Aqua, and
right.
they gonna be like, girl, you was giving a little bit more
Show the
flirtation.
photo. Show the photo.
Okay.
Show it.
All right.
Cause by the end of it, ain't no nudes in there. Ain't no. Oh, girl, no. That picture's on my social media. That picture was on my profile on here before.
Okay. Okay.
So that ain't nothing.
Okay, just making sure because I got it's not no news or nothing. And then you said I'm finna show my talent.
So I was on live. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I said you still here. I was on live. I was showing I'm extra pedestrian.
Okay.
So I was showing that I was extra pedestrian. That's it. Like,
Okay. Just making sure. She is beautiful. She's very pretty. So she's
thank you
sexy.
so
That's
much.
nothing. No, because my people were crucified, so I gotta be baby. We look at everything. But if she wasn't given, I don't see anything where you're. Do you have any of the messages? So he would FaceTime you or call you to try to get you to show the nudes and all that stuff. Was he ever
Yes.
masturbating or playing with himself while he was doing this?
I would think so because he was in the dark.
Did you see an outline of him? Were you able to, but was he clothed or not clothed?
Like I said, I couldn't see nothing. It was completely dark.
So he was asking you to take off and show you more, and you said no. Did you hang up on him or?
Yes, I was like, boy, bye. I said, boy, bye. Every time he tried that, what you got on shit, I would say, boy, bye.
How many times did this happen? Because we have the screenshots,
Twice.
all of that.
2 times.
Do you know that if this your age? Do you know that that is sexual harassment, right?
No, I did not know
So do
that.
you know that you can go to Bigo Feedback as well as the safety department? I'll give you both information, and you can send over these screenshots and let them know that you're being harassed by your agency owner.
Okay. I
What I'm gonna
appreciate
do
that.
is what I'm gonna do is you inbox me, and I will give you all the links in the emails, and you send over all the information because you are a new host. And if your agency owner is harassing you to this extent and you have the information as well as the phone numbers, which you do, you showed me both numbers, which are connected to him, and the Instagram with him doing that, and you feel uncomfortable, you should let Beagle know because that is sexual harassment and they don't play with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you both of those things like that, and you can send that over. When was the last time he called you?
That was back in July,
So that was like two,
and
two,
then
three
right,
months ago.
yeah. And
Wow.
I've been trying to get out his agency ever since.
So you haven't been hosting because of that.
Yes,
Have
but
you?
I recently joined this family, whatever. He said he cool with keys. He will help me get out.
What family
So
was
I
that?
don't know. The Supreme Kingdom, I think.
Do you have any of the when you recharged or gave him, it was dropping gifts on him, or was it also the wait, so this 6K, the 9K that's in your stuff is dropping on him.
You know, I
Yeah.
go and drop a little something on them too, and he didn't like that.
Because you came from
I need
Facebook,
to.
so you know some of the girls and stuff like that. I wish you would have came to me earlier when this was all happening. I'm sorry that that happened to you, and that there's many people, but they didn't know how. But Beagle's taking a lot of stuff like this more serious, so you can
Oh,
definitely.
here go
Oh,
this
look,
sicko. I really don't want y'all.
don't kick him
I'm
out.
not
Don't
even
kick him
gonna lie to
out.
you.
Don't kick him
I
out.
don't
He's in
want
the
to do. I
room.
don't want to talk to him. Like on my son, he's a creep to me. And how would I feel talking to somebody that preyed on me? I'm good.
Okay,
So
so
he
hold
can
up.
if he coming up.
You can get a screen. You can get a screen recording. You can get a screen recording all you want. Make sure you get a screen recording. Hi, Brandon. Make sure you get it good too, bitch. This is your host, and I'm letting them know and letting Beagle know about how you were sexually harassing her, FaceTiming her, how we have your information with the multiple phone numbers you called her from, as well as the Instagram where you were sending her, asking her to send more photos and everything else. And I will be giving her the information as well as the safety and everything else to let them know that you have been sexually harassing your host, you stupid bitch. And I'm also going to let them know that you've been FaceTiming them and asking them to take off their clothes because they're taking a lot more of that serious. You're already flopping. You're already a failure. You've already been doing bad on Bigo. Your agency ain't shit. You ain't shit. But we just going to let it know. We're going to make sure that people like her who are in your agency and the other one, because there's two or three more, we should as well get Petty the Bell involved because she also has the screen recordings of you jerking off and masturbating with her on FaceTime. So we're just going to put the nails in the casket. Make sure you get that screen recording. Now y'all can kick him.
Like, why do men like him get away with shit like this? And girls like me, we get bashed because I told my story one time before and I got bashed. I got told I was just a bitch looking for clout, but honestly, I don't care about that. Like, I didn't mind leaving the app.
No,
I
and you
don't
know what?
care.
That's why he came over here to intimidate you, to get you scared, to all of that. When you inbox me, because the sad thing is you're in a position where if you don't have anyone to go to besides your agency owner, who you would think, but your agency owner is the one who's sexually harassing you. That's not okay. Point blank, period. We can do social media content, all that, but what's going on is not okay. So you inbox me because it's not a personal vendetta. I would do the same thing for anybody else. With their agency owners going at it with them, bitch, and doing all of that, I'm gonna give you the information. I can give it to you right here. It's feedback as well as motherfucking safety as well. Anybody on this app whose agency owner is doing that and trying to do that to them, baby, you came to the right place because this is specifically what I do. Okay? Specifically what I do when hosts come to me and tell me what's going on. And I looked at your numbers and I was like, at first I was like, oh no. But make sure you block him from everything. Everything. Don't let him
Yeah,
scare
his
you.
number's blocked and stuff.
And I'm sorry you haven't been able to host, and that's terrifying because you should be comfortable enough to host, but you can't host if your agency owner is over there sexually harassing you. He should not be FaceTiming you. He should not be calling you and asking you for more photos. That's not okay. So I'm going to give you the information that you need today so that we can make sure that you do your motherfucking shit today. And it's not no petty personal whatever shit. Because baby, I've had plenty of people up here, Aqua, who agency owners. That's what my show is about. The people want to know. You see me on Facebook. We don't play with people like that. I don't give a fuck who it is, especially if somebody's sexually harassing you. I'm just glad that there was no point where you did anything. How many times overall would you say that he called you?
I would say about close to 10, if not 10,
In the same month or 2 different months?
in the same month.
How did you know? How did you end up going over? How did you end up getting being in the keys in general? Like there's
So
so.
I used to watch his YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because I wanted to get some sort of info before I joined. So I went and joined him, and I asked him. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you was on here before I went to his agency." So after I got in his agency, I was like, "Oh, GodZeus, is it cool if I still give GodZeus? Because I love him." And I got those messages too. He was like, "Oh, GodZeus is a liar, this and that." I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll just stick to YouTube or something." I said, but I still was coming in here. As you can see, I'm level 15.
Yeah.
Um, got under your little fan group.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, that's
he
crazy.
didn't
And I'm
like
sorry.
that.
I just showed the messages, y'all. Not only did I show the messages, I just showed the Instagram. She just showed me the Instagram where he's saying send more. He's saying send more photos. She said he FaceTime. We showed the number. I mean, not the number, but we showed the fucking the messages with him. And she's saying he's trying to FaceTime. He was in the dark, most likely naked, masturbating is what she's saying because she kept hanging up. Were there any times where the conversations were longer, or was every time he FaceTimed you, let me see what you're wearing, let me see what you're wearing? It was like,
It was always well, okay. So a few times he really did. He did look at my background. Like I'll say the first time, he was being careful to see where my head was at, I guess. So
mm-hmm,
he asked about the background. I showed him. I was like, yeah. I'm a type of girl. I like to, I got a nice body. I wear crop tops and shit.
yeah.
So maybe he misread that or something. I don't know. But I told him I'm not that type of girl. I don't do the video call shit. I don't send news. That's just not me.
Mm-hmm. So you haven't been hosting because this man has basically been sexually harassing you.
Yeah.
Okay. Inbox me. I'm glad that I have all the information. You just need to send all that over to the right sources. So I'm going to give you the right sources to send. It's really not your fault, my love. And let me just tell you something, Aqua. People are going to try to troll you. People are going to try to get up here and do all this shit with you. People are going to try to do all this X, Y, and Z to deter you. I'm glad that you came here. I'm going to give you the proper sources to do what you need to do. And I'm really sorry that happened to you, but I hope that this gets solved quickly and gets handled so that you can get back to hosting. Because it's not okay as you as a woman. You should not feel like your agency owner is sexually harassing you in any asking you to send more photos and doing all that shit like that. Don't allow it. Keep
Right.
speaking up. Don't let anybody sway you from what's going on. They're going to try to storyline you. They're going to try to say you're lying about X, Y, and Z. You just sent me all the goddamn receipts. Don't let them sway you from anything, my love. I'm going to do what I can to help you. Just inbox me. I'll give you my WhatsApp, and then I'll give you the proper sources to go to and where to go so that we can get this. I'm also going
Okay.
to let my account manager know as well that this is going on so that we can try to get this solved. Okay, my love?
Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
I appreciate you, my
Have a
love,
good
okay?
night, love.
All right. Disgusting. She's in his goddamn. That's crazy. I've heard of.
Let
Hold
me.
up, hold up,
Okay.
Classic. You see the difference between this and other people is I've heard of other people, like Petty the Bell's not in his agency, I don't think. Different people in different places. Like Petty the Bell showed the video of him jerking off with her on FaceTime and all that stuff. But to have a host in your agency that you are sexually harassing, that has proof of you, they've only been here for 2 months and they're doing that to you, that's an issue. You definitely need to lose your agency. That's different from storylining and a new host. That's different from storylining. That's different from taking money. Bitch, you are sexually harassing your own host. Bitch, you're out of here. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I remember when Aqua first came onto that when she first became a host, and she is not lying. We told her once we found out what agency she was in. We said they're gonna come for you. Sure enough, within 48 hours, she came back and said how Brandon had been messaging her about her gifting Keith and everybody else. But Aqua, I want to say this to you: your agency owner not only should be not sexually harassing you, he shouldn't be harassing you. Period. You should be allowed to give to whoever you want to give. You do not have to ask them for permission. And I hope you get this straight so you can come back, because she is a very sweet girl.
She's
And
a
I have
very
not
sweet
seen
girl.
her since all that happened.
Yeah, well, she
I
said she
have
hasn't been
not seen
hosting
her since
since
all
this
that
happened.
happened.
She said she
She
was,
hasn't.
and
She's not lying, because I have not seen her.
oh, this is horrible. Okay, thank you, Classic Karma. Yes,
You're
Aqua,
welcome.
over here, Aqua, the difference between here and everywhere else is I don't give a fuck. I'll wake it up on anybody. But an agency owner, that's my specialty. When agency owners are doing shit they're not supposed to be doing, honey, you fell right into the right spot. Because that's what we specialize over here on The People Want to Know. Baby, we have canceled and dragged agency owners and gotten them to be immediately motherfucking clipped. Now, complaining about storylines is one thing. Complaining about him telling you who to go gift, that's another thing. I can't really do anything about that. That's on you. You got to move around with that. That's one thing. But bitch, when your agency owner is sexually harassing you, you can't go to your agency owner and be like, someone sexually harassing me, because it's your agency owner asking you for more photos and harassing you. So I'm gonna help you out, my love, because that's not okay. Period. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. So I'm glad he, bitch, and I'm glad he got a good old screen recording, bitch, because I'm gonna make sure I'm letting my motherfucking account manager know everything as soon as I get off of here. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just have a quick question. When you were first reading the messages, did you read that Brandon said that if someone doesn't give it up in 2 days, they should be sexually harassed? Or did I hear that wrong?
No, I didn't. He didn't say anything about sexual harassment.
Okay. Okay, fine.
No. As Bigo turns. No, you don't have to. Just mute them. Just mute them. Just mute them. Thank you. Zeus, you only got one person fired from Bigo. Chime down. Well, I did only get one person. Well, actually, let's be clear. Oh, they left. I didn't get anyone fired. Taquan Jones got himself fired because he was trying to Uber and fuck on a child of the age of 16 before they turned 17. So he got himself fired, and that was Jason Lee. I was just there to make sure that let it be known that I enjoyed the fact that he got fired. There's no one else on this app that I got fired. Everyone who got fired or lost their agency did it to themselves. So Brandon Atkins is not someone that, bitch, Bigo's gonna work how they want to work, when they want to work, and how it is. I didn't get anyone fired here. I just have a lot of pull in terms of making sure that Bigo knows the attention of people and what they're doing. Brandon Keys is sexually harassing this. So, Gucci's mug, come on up. I love all of them. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up, 21 or bitch. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Come on, trolls. Come on, Gucci's mug and 21 Bird. Come on. Are y'all mad because we've got screen cut shots of your favorite? Oh, you rejected. Okay, come on, Gucci's mug. Come on. Come on. Come on, trolls. Don't be afraid now. You can't be keyboard gangsters. I'm giving you audio time. Come on, bitch. Come on, Gucci's mug. Oh. I was going to give y'all at least 10 seconds. But yes, my love, make sure you inbox me. I'm going to definitely be on this today because it's not okay. Not okay.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
I hear you. I see you over here waking it up.
Well, we have a girl who just came up, and you know me, I need receipts. She just showed us the photos of Brandon, and she's a new host, only been here for 2 months. Brandon was trying to sexually harass her and FaceTime her. I have all the calls. She's only been here for 2 months, and she's his host. Not only is he sexually harassing her, but also he was asking her to send photos, to look at her nude. We've got all the phone calls as well as messages, and we've got the Instagram messages where he was saying show more, show more, show more, as well with the page that's right here connected. She's a new host. She hasn't been hosting for 2 months because he was asking her all of that. So I said this is different between a storyline. There's a difference between telling someone who they can and can't gift, and when you are an agency owner and that is your host and you're sexually harassing your host, bitch, that's different. That's a whole nother ball game. Bitch, that is a whole. And I said I've heard of people. I've heard of, we've heard of all this, but sexually harassing your own host, bitch, that blatantly is in the Bigo rules, bitch, when we look at the fucking policy. Okay? That's,
Wait, you mean Brandon from Rayford?
yes, the one with all the documentation that we have.
37 years old with all of the assets.
All of the assets, and including the one with the court case with 2021 we have.
Listen, I'm out and about, but I'm just gonna say this. Y'all stay tuned to next time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm out.
Thank you, Leora. Wow, what a way to start the live. Thank you, my love.
Hey, Robert, really quickly, I just want to say that she's definitely not lying. Like, I'm in a lot of discourse and it's like getting real litty right now. People have proof screenshots of Brandon in their inbox. It's just crazy right now. Yes. And I want to say also, too, for the troll that was saying, you a snitch and black people don't mess with you. That's a fucking lie. Bitch, don't speak for me. I love Robert. Okay? Period.
Y'all don't ever have to go against these trolls, honey, that say shit like that. Y'all don't need to respond to them. Come on now. My fucking half of my goddamn board is African Americans. Everybody fucks with me. It's just y'all don't want to fuck with me because we see the truth over here. We see receipts. The disciple, come on up. You're part of the keys, and I know you're arguing with the church folks. But I want to ask you, the disciple. So the disciple, I have a question. I have a question for you, sir. We just legitimately. You said this woman has no receipts. You said that she is a liar. I just showed you the messages. We just connected the Instagram with his Instagram, and she just showed all the messages, including phone numbers and FaceTimes. So what? I just want to know what exactly she's lying about. Please educate me.
Take it to trial. It's sufficient evidence. When I'm painting a picture, I can paint it the way I want you to see it.
Okay. So what is she lying about? What is the insufficient evidence?
It's a lot of hearsay. She's saying, "Oh, he FaceTimed me." And this, she's not. She don't have no legitimate proof. There's
So the
not
message,
legitimate proof.
so the
Oh,
messages that we just showed with him saying send more in the Instagram that we just connected, as well as would you like to see when we look at the FaceTimes, it's all incoming.
you
Would you like to see
know,
that as well?
you know how they get down here. So if she was comfortable to keep sending, I mean, come on now, what she must be mad or something. You know how they do when they get mad and they want to turn the tables. If you feel comfortable to send all that and you saying now you painting the conversation a whole nother way, come on now. That don't
So you're saying that she's doing all that to stir it some other way. But the disciple, I want to ask you because I always give both sides. So first of all, the disciple, thank you for coming up and speaking your piece. I appreciate that. All respect for that because a lot of people won't even do what this man is doing. So ain't got nothing but respect for you. But the disciple, we just showed the messages where she was strictly trying to keep it business. Now you are correct, disciple. There could be more messages and things that we don't have in here. Of course, that's always a possibility. But she showed us the messages between that time period where she was being told where to gift, who to gift, and how to gift, and saying she was staying out the mess, and then showed us where she was messaging that as well, where he was saying send more and the FaceTimes. So you're saying she's trying to use that to paint the picture, but that's specifically what she came up and said she felt like she was being sexually harassed for. So I just want to ask you in that solid, in those parts, where in that do you feel as if she's lying or painting a picture?
um picture just by her replying back that much. Even if you show more, what did she do? Give more. Okay, so evidently I would say kind of like a mad girl thought she was to be a part of something, and you know that she's just regular. Like, come on, he wouldn't even waste time on her. Like, I can look at her numbers. She wouldn't get a conversation, so she presenting herself to him like, look at me, look at me. Oh, you don't want to fuck with me? Oh, now I'm gonna go ahead. They did it to Bill Cosby, bro. They did it to Bill Cosby.
Oh, so you think that she was participating or engaging with it? Do you think that it's a so is there a possibility the disciple that what she could be saying is true? Do you think that's a possibility or are you saying no?
No, no, because if you ran it and took that shit to Bigo, whoever it may be, you say, oh, he's sexually harassing her. No, that would be he keep hitting her and she keeps saying, stop it, whatever. If we was in court right now, if I was his lawyer, I'm showing the pictures. Well, if she felt sexually harassed, why is she continuing the conversation? Anybody that feels sexually harassed, they automatically stop, get away from the person.
Well, I will
You
say this.
So
Hold
entertaining
let
the
up,
me
person.
Aqua.
tell.
Hold up, Aqua. Let me
Let me.
just say. Hold up,
Okay.
Aqua. I'm gonna let you speak. I will say this much to the disciple. While we're having this conversation, when it comes to victims and or people who are being sexually harassed, that's not always the case. And I will say this to the disciple. While I'm not disputing what you're saying, because that does happen sometimes, it's easy for us to say, why not? They just stop. There's a lot of scenarios where someone who is victim of sexual harassment, whether it be a man or a woman, might feel intimidated, might feel scared, might not know exactly how to remove themselves from something, or might not have the tools or resources to know. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Us being on the outside saying, well, why didn't they just block them? Why didn't they just stop? There's other factors that go involved because sometimes there's people who don't know that it's leaning towards that. This woman herself said that she was sending him the photos because she's new to Bigo. She wanted her background to be checked for whatever. And he continuously kept calling her, which she showed us, and then sexually harassed her, saying, I want to see more, send more. And then showed the messages where he also said, send more. So, I'm just saying that in disciple. I'm not disputing anything you're saying because there are scenarios where people try to paint a picture. But in this scenario, this female has showed us with a person that she was dealing with, she was strictly in the messages saying, I'm not in business. I'm not in mess. I just want to show you my talent for whatever it is, and saying that he was sexually harassing. Go ahead, Aqua.
So I literally could send him all of the threads from the first day that I talked to Brandon. And I'm finna do that now to shut you the fuck up because by the end of it, he was my agency leader. And I already had heard from people that he don't release. So of course I'm gonna try to keep it as cordial as possible, even though I'm feeling a little weirded out. Because even now, as you can see, he not releasing me. So I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. You don't even know me. I ain't never even talked to you, bruh.
Did you pick up the
Like,
phone call when he called?
he's my agency leader. Yes, I did.
What did y'all discuss?
The app. He kept telling me this is chess, not checkers. You gotta, be careful with these bigger niggas. Don't get your number out. Don't send news, this and that, shit like that.
What made you go to the church side? If you go, you kind of knew what was up, so
See,
you went to the
if
other
it was
side.
about,
So
okay, so I can sit
it,
where
it
the fuck
just
I
seems
want
like a cop
to.
thing.
I can sit where the fuck I want to.
I mean, but
That was
honestly,
the
you
whole
don't have
thing.
a key in your name and your whole nother family. So how did they even know who you was involved with? That means you was doing enough conversation. You was plotting something from the get go. You got mad
Mhm.
and you ran over there. It happens on Bigo all the time. That's
Okay.
you got over there with no key in your name. You're not in the family. So now you talking to the
But see, you
position.
looking at my profile now. You're an outsider from now. So you can't say I was never keys, never had a key in my name because you're a key ass lie, bitch. The fuck? I
You
was
see, I don't
actually
have
in
to
there
use those
running that
type of
shit the
terms.
fuck up, trying to
I can
climb his
understand that
board and
you're
shit.
upset. When you're
You can't
lying, you
tell
get
me a fuck
upset. I
ass thing.
understand that. But the
Fuck.
proof of it is you picked up them phone calls, right?
Well,
He's
You
if
sent
my
them
not all
photos, right?
the time. There's some missed calls in there. So
But
not
you
all
sent
the
the
time.
photos, right?
Regular ass. So those pictures were before he even started WhatsApping me, calling me on
Thank you,
WhatsApp.
hey Zeus. You got that right there. You got that right there, right?
no.
She started
The
sending them
pictures were
consecutively
before.
first. She
Regular
just said right
pictures.
now, them were before. I just sent before.
Because he called me on the phone and was like, yeah, I got to see what type of pictures you're going to be having on your profile. I got to see what your background looking like. I got to see how you're going to be dressing. That's how he perceived it to me.
The
She's making
disciple.
this man seem. He's making this
But
man
what if,
seem like
but the disciple, what if as an agency owner, because when I have conversation, my assistant, I make sure my assistant, when people ask questions, I have them their direct line for that. So yes, this is how your
Let me
profile
just
should
go
look.
send
This
the
is how
rest of
your
the
picture should
stuff.
look. This
Like,
is how your background should look. This is how everything should look. So what I'm hearing here is someone who is this man's host saying that I was going through the basic things that any host does and checking to make sure that my streaming was okay, and my agency owner started sexually harassing me and asking me to show them more and send more photos.
do you have any text of him saying, show me a nude, send me a nude?
I asked her that. She said it was the FaceTimes,
he
but
was pretty smart. He called me on the phone and be like, oh, let me see your background. Call me. I'm about to video you on WhatsApp. And as you can see, Zeus, none of those calls are from me. He's always calling me on
yes,
WhatsApp.
yes. But also the disciple, can I ask you something? Because we're just gonna keep it a stack up here. Did you see the video of Petty the Bell on YouTube with Brendan masturbating with her on FaceTime?
No, sir.
Okay, so there's multiple videos as well of Petty the Bell, who's not his host, where she's on the phone with him, and she's entertaining it, of course, for whatever reason, just maybe to prove a point or whatever it is. But there's multiple females who've come up and shown us, and we have the YouTube. I can pull up the clip with him masturbating with her, and she's having the phone there and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing this," and he's like, "Oh," doing all this extra stuff, and there's another female as well. I think they said Ivy, who claimed the same thing, and this female has Ivy as well said the same thing. So is this the first time that you're hearing any of this, the disciple?
As being in the family, everybody try to make storylines. This is a storyline. She's showing she picked up the phone call. She
And I'm gonna
didn't.
do this. I'm gonna tell Zeus this whole thing and not be on here for another couple weeks. Like y'all steady trying to make it about clout. Why y'all just hearing about this? And this
She
happened back
doesn't.
in
She
July,
doesn't
June,
have. She doesn't have
whichever
even. She
one.
doesn't even have 10K sends.
That's why she needs some type of, you know, something to talk about, something to be like, oh, I'm a victim. How you a victim and you picked up every time?
But
But
all I
you're
gotta
saying,
do is
but
show my
and then
face, go
Zeus
live and show my face,
about that
and shake
YouTube.
some ass, bitch, and I can get clout. I don't care
But
about
see,
that.
I was thinking logically, even if there is a YouTube of that happening, if a girl calls me right now on FaceTime and she's like, yeah, I'm about to, you know, that it's basically a setup. It was a setup from the go.
Do
See,
you
like
think?
people paint that picture,
Okay,
you know,
disciple,
like
you're
she's
entitled
just
to
doing it.
the disciple. You're entitled to your opinion, 1,000%, and I get that, and that's fine. But the disciple, is there any way that you would be able to possibly step out of those shoes for a second and say that it is possible for this man to have crossed the line with his host and say and go over that boundary? Now, I'm not saying you have to agree. You can say no. That's fine. I'm just asking. Do you think? Or are you just not budging at all? You like it's not possible.
It's not possible. Once you say you pick up the phone, oh, wait all this time, had all this conversation and all that, and now it's like, boom, this is the bomb. I feel sexually harassed.
Okay.
But you can't
Yeah,
say that it was boom the bomb
you
because even
haven't
the
even
first time
showed
I told the
anything
story,
really through
I
what I
waited a few
seen.
weeks,
Zeus,
bitch.
really everything that you got, I haven't seen anything that's sexual harassment proof. She's not saying no or anything in there. She's telling me I picked up the call. I sent the photos. Hell, if we was in court right now, her just let alone sending the photos, you would have seen it. Now we're gonna use the excuse, oh, because I'm a host. Man, that ain't how that play. That ain't how that. You was trying to get entertained. Thought you had a friend.
Okay. Well, he's
Okay,
entitled to.
so let's put it from your perspective.
Mhm.
Where's the nudes at? Where's any provocative pictures of me to him? Where is any of that? If it was the case, he would have showed that. He don't niggas don't hold that shit in. If a bitch out here showing screenshots and shit calling him a sexual harasser, like what?
Well, I will say this much. What I've learned from a lot of these people on this app and a lot of people in general is when they've gotten caught and they've been known to be something like whatever it is, a lot of times people cover their tracks. So you're not going to find a lot of people nowadays we've seen proof and receipts of them sexually harassing or masturbating first time. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to call someone. They're not going to actually text someone and be like, hey, because they know that they're going to have that as proof. So they're going to do a FaceTime call at 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, whatever it is. And it's just the reality. Is I'm trying to the disciple, and I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm trying for you to. It's a I'm trying to give everyone equal opportunity, but I think for me, this is just my opinion. I think that sometimes we have to be like, okay, my fave might have slipped up, or my person might have slipped up, or my person they might have did some shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But I get, regardless of what y'all saying, I'm hearing the disciple side, Aqua, and he's saying he in his mind he needs to see somewhere for you to be a victim of you saying, no, I don't want to send nudes. No, I don't want to do all that. And the messages you sent, Aqua, of you saying, I want to gift who I want. I don't want to be in mess. I'm new. That's not enough for him, apparently. And that's
Right.
his
Yeah,
So
opinion.
like
My
that's just
opinion is
family.
I've seen more than enough. Brandon's asking her to send more photos in the Instagram, and she's saying that she wants to specifically talk about her talent while he's asking her to send more photos. Um, she's saying that she wants to be out of mess, and he's telling her not to gift certain people and do certain things and only support him. She sent a certain amount to him in terms of recharging and money, and she doesn't even have 3K received. So I'm just seeing so many things on her side that would make me say ding 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 ding. But the disciple, if that's how you feel, I listen. I'm subjective here, and I let people speak their piece.
so the
um
disciple, tell him to show his messages from his point of view.
I appreciate you,
Shit,
Your
tell
Honor.
him go ahead and show his damn messages
Appreciate
from
that.
his point of view.
yes.
Now he does his job with content, what and a host. So sure he will entertain you. You probably feel like you may be spoken of, but you won't be. Okay, you're just another in there. And I'm not saying, if you had clear proof saying this man was harassing you, answer phone calls in the morning. So you said you answered the phone calls. You just said it was in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. What's the timing? Why you answering so late?
There's some I
That's
didn't
okay.
answer.
That's
Because, like I said, I know how he is. I'm not gonna have him one try to bash me on live, making a
why would
big
he
deal
bash you?
about
He
me.
can't get
And
no
number
clout off you.
two,
Why would he even bash you? You're a no name. Oh, that just got on the app. Why would he even do that?
I
Well,
don't know him like that. Don't come and do that. Like, what? You
I
probably
mean,
got a
I don't
beer
know because
belly
you're
that you need to be worrying about, and you worrying about me. You
No, it's
probably need to
being
be doing a few
like
sit-ups and you
for the
worried about me.
real world. Some women are really going through this and they have the truth, but it be women like you that take something that you don't have no without a doubt. We talking court without a doubt. Okay, some women out here really got the proof, really can go do something in the real world. But then when the ones like you that don't really have nothing try to paint it, y'all hurt them. Like if you ain't got full proof where you could go to court and lay it out, and the judge be like, "Yeah, that's enough evidence for sexual harassment." You don't got it. Oh, it's just hearsay. He said this to me. You don't have no proof of that.
Okay,
Oh,
but
he's smart.
go ahead.
Okay. Oh, he's smart. He didn't gonna do it that way. That's premeditated. Like
But
anything,
so
you
let's say
paint
this,
on your
even if
side.
I did have like proof, tried to screenshot shit and do that, y'all, you would have still been sitting here saying that, oh, you was looking for him to do that so you could have a reason to screenshot him
Okay.
for clout.
So the disciple,
See,
let me
So
thank you.
ask
either
you.
way,
Right
Hold
there,
up, the
Bruce.
disciple. Let me
Right
ask
there.
you this.
Everything is premeditated in her mind. She has no proof. She just told me what I would do if she had the proof. Come on now,
Wait a
Zeus.
minute, wait a minute,
I'm
wait a
not.
minute. The disciple. So you're telling me that if she was able to, or any woman or man or whatever, was able to sit up here and say, okay, well, here's the proof. Here's a FaceTime. Here's a screen recording. Here's an audio of him sexually harassing me, me saying, no, that's not what I want to do, and him still saying that. You still would say that that person was doing all of that to use against the
Oh
person?
no. Oh no. Because you got the rejection. You got the proof of the rejection. You got the proof of saying, hey, because she's talking about some family issues. That's nothing. That ain't directly about the photos, about, hey, why are you calling me late? Or why am I have to send you so many pictures? You didn't say nothing to that. You're talking about where you hang at.
But
That
the dis-
doesn't make it sexual.
But the disciple, you do understand, and I'm hold up, awkward. Let me just pass me the mic for a second. The disciple, you do understand that just because you have in your mind of how you would deal with it, or what you think people are going through, or how they will respond, that doesn't mean that everyone's going to go through it the same way. There are people who just hang up the phone, or don't want to deal with it, or just exit out, or just don't want anything to do with that. They're just here for a specific job. And a lot of times when we go to immediately assuming that someone is just doing all this extra stuff, then we start to go into the realm of victim shaming or victim blaming, or making the people who are the victims, who might have actually gone through something, not want to come forward, because we're immediately putting that they're just doing this for a storyline or something of that nature. And, not saying that's what you're trying to do, but I am saying I'm just trying to get you to have the 50-50 possibility that this woman could
Yeah.
be in your mind, that this woman, I know you're saying you need to see concrete hard. You would need her to pick up one of these FaceTimes and be on the FaceTime and say, "Oh, Brandon, no, that's not what I want to do. Please stop asking me. We talked about backgrounds. I don't need you to talk about backgrounds. I want you to talk about backgrounds, not me being naked." I get that's what you're saying, disciple. You need concrete, hardcore evidence. But sometimes in these scenarios, it doesn't always go that way, and it is what the victim is saying. I get what you're saying in terms of other um uh um you know, you're saying that there's people who do stuff like this for clout and content and storylines and things of that nature. And we've known a lot of people to do those types of things. But in terms of these types of things, when we're looking at it, if both parties don't have that concrete evidence you're looking at, I tend to look at the person who has nothing to gain from coming forward and saying, bitch, this person is sexually harassing me.
She's not known, pick out top host, whatever.
and I'm not trying to become known. I could have been popping by now if I really wanted to
But
use this
on that,
shit, try to like
Hold on, let me
get
with you
ask
on
you
off
that,
something.
on it.
Wait a minute, the disciple. Aqua, have you went to anywhere else and given this story?
Like a few months ago, I told Shad G the story, and he talked me into telling Pastor the story on his live,
Okay.
and Pastor did me just like the disciple did.
So when it first happened, you talked to Shad G, and Shad G went to have you go tell Pastor. Now I believe that was because they were probably in that moment they were probably looking, not Pastor needing clout, but they were probably trying to get that because they don't like whatever with Brandon, whatever specifically.
Yes, and he did set me up. He set me up, and he just was bashing me, saying, "Oh, you was trying to get clout off Brandon because he wouldn't fuck you or something." He said like that, and I just was like, "Damn, that's fucking weird."
So let me ask you this, because the disciple says you're not known X, Y, and Z. After all that happened, when everything first happened, did you go anywhere else besides that one person you talked to who sent you to somewhere else? Did you
No,
go on?
hell
Hold up.
no.
Let me just ask you. Because the disciple said that you have a motive. Did you go on tours? Have you been on a lot of Cloud Chasers panels? Have you
No.
been jumping from live to live?
Nope.
Is there anybody else you told besides this
Nope.
one person?
No.
Have you gone into people's inbox or gone on anyone else's live on any other platforms and talked about this?
Nope.
Have you made a statement to the public? Have you written an article? Have you gone on television?
Hell no, none of that.
So after this all happened, for the 2 months when it all happened, you have not been live and spoken about this since it happened.
No. Nope.
Okay. The disciple, how do you feel about that? Because you said she's not known and you said that she was looking for X, Y, and Z. So my question to you is, if she's not known and she's looking for all of
Wait,
X, Y, and Z.
hold on. I forgot. I did tell my family leader.
Yeah.
Because they was
Well, did you tell
asking
your
me
family
about who
leader in the
agency
two
I was
months or
in.
did you tell your family leader when it was happening?
No, that was like last week. I told him
Okay, so when you came back,
last
yeah.
week.
So when you came back. So
Hmm.
disciple, my question to you is, you said she's not known. She has, nobody knows her in a high tier host. So the disciple, my question to you is, don't you think it would be even more um crazy, or even more
I don't remember talking to you.
even more, how do you say the word, even more sketchy, or I'm looking for the word. Don't you think it would be even more to do a high tier host if this happened? Not beneficial, no, risky. Don't you think it would be even more risky if you went to a high tier host rather than to someone who's
Yeah.
only been here for 2 months and new and doesn't really know anyone like that? Questionable. Don't you think it would be more risky to do with the high tier host than with the low tier host? And also, you said she's not known or popular or X, Y, and Z, but she hasn't been going from live to live, from channel to channel, from person to person, telling, going on tours
Do you
about this thing with Brandon.
just hear her opinion? She just said she went to this dude from the pastor and she sat there and talked about it. So it's been carrying on for, and I believe in the
No.
50, but you just got that and you're already letting her scream victim. I feel like that shouldn't, she can't get that victim card until she has sufficient proof. Not saying she's wrong.
That's
Damn sure ain't
sad as
saying she's,
fuck.
I ain't gonna
That's
say
sad as
she's,
fuck.
no.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you, disciple. You know what? Hold up, Aqua. You stay right there. The disciple, I'm gonna drop you down, but I'm gonna say this to you, disciple, and it's unpopular opinion. I don't give a fuck what nobody says in this live in front of 3K people. The disciple, I respect you only because he came up here, he let her speak, he was respectful. She's speaking, and he's not dismissing her immediately, but he doesn't feel whatever X, Y, and Z that, she's whatever. And he's entitled to that. We can't place how people feel about whatever. So I respect him for coming up and being something that his agency owner won't do or his family leader won't do, and have a goddamn conversation with someone who's here, who's actually saying and showing us the receipts of certain things. So the disciple, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right. And that's how you're supposed to do it. We might not agree with shit like that. Now, let me tell you something, Aqua. I completely believe you. I'm still helping you. I'm still going to send you the right information. I'm still going to send you
Thank
everything that you
you.
need. And what I want you to do, Aqua, for me, is I want you to drop down and I want you to send me top to bottom thread of y'all's conversation on
Got
Instagram
you.
and messages. How about that?
Yep,
Because
surely
I want
will.
to see what the dynamic was.
Alrighty.
Hi, Robert.
And
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. I just wanted to come up because the disciple popped up here, and that is another Brandon. That is Brandon, a mini Brandon. For real, for real.
Hmm.
Like, but the difference is Brandon preys on his host, the disciple preys on Nigerians. That's the difference. And old ladies. And I said what I said. And it's just that because I know him in real life, and he is another fucking Brandon, a narcissist and a nobody. And how you gonna get up here and tell her that she is a nobody? For real, for real.
You know
Like
him.
you the biggest clout chaser there is in the whole fucking room.
You know him
And
in.
out of all people, I know him in real life, Robert.
How do you know him in real life?
I used to fuck him in real life.
Uh,
I said what I said. He's a nobody and he's a weirdo and he's a fucking narcissist. He's a fucking bigo clown. He over here clout chasing off of Brandon's fucking name. Hmm?
Wait,
Don't you and Diggy got some shit y'all need to go talk about in the corner?
who?
Weird ass nigga.
Him and who?
Him and Diggy. Him and Diggy. Wanna keep us? Wanna kiss people?
What happened? Wait. Okay, so
One.
You used to fuck him in real life?
Yeah,
Wait, one of Keith's people is Diggy?
yeah. Diggy, the dude, that old man Diggy and Keith family used to be in our family.
And what
But
happened?
he ran, the disciple ran off of Bigo and ran to a troll page like he tried to hide from somebody, but ain't nobody stupid. So the nigga be on Bigo, but him and Diggy are like, that's his uncle. Diggy his uncle. So it's like Keith got Diggy and Brandon got the disciple. Make a connection. When did the kids start fucking with the church like that?
So wait a minute. You used to fuck that man that was just up here. How did y'all end up
Yeah.
fucking? Did y'all meet on Bigo?
Yeah, we met on Bigo.
And then y'all met in real life?
Yeah.
And why did y'all stop fucking?
Because that nigga's a weirdo. He's a fucking narcissist and he prey on the fucking Nigerians. Like, nigga was messaging Nigerians. If you see me video, like, pussy picking videos and shit, he gonna drop on their PKs and shit. Like, these niggas on Bigo are real life fucking predators. And I know in real life and at the bottom of my fucking heart, if Brandon real life doing that shit, that's him. That's another fucking Brandon Keys.
So wait a minute. You mean to
For
tell me
real,
that
for
the man
real.
that just said that
He
she
used to
was
run
lying?
around Bigo. I cannot. When I see this lady, I will have her come in here because I've seen her in your live. This nigga used to tell people he had an agency on Bigo. Nigga ain't got nobody agency.
So the man that was just saying that the woman he doesn't believe that she's saying the truth about Brendan with all the stuff that she just sent in. You're saying that he used to have women sending him pussy pics and videos.
Yeah, the Nigerians, all them little Nigerian bitches. Like, he's a real life fucking predator. Like, for real, for real.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you,
Yeah, like the whole Keys agency is predators, and he's the biggest one. But that's one of TT's though. He ain't in Keys. He only got the badge on. He TT's
He's TT's what?
host.
TT with
He
the
in the
bad,
agency.
with the BBL with
Yeah,
the cement ass.
yeah. Sea biscuit teeth. Yeah.
Okay,
And
thank
we
you.
gonna leave on that one. Have a
Well,
good night, though, love.
thank you.